We live in a day and age where you can get kicked off Twitter for saying, okay, dude. Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Obvious, and today on reclaimthenet.org, rapper Zuby locked out of Twitter for responding, okay, dude, to a transgender activist. Now, Twitter somehow determined it was hateful content. Oh, the insanity. So, I think it's, this is, here we are back in clown world, right? In what sane world, in what rational, understandable world could someone possibly be kicked off of Twitter for saying, dude? Twitter has decided to interpret the use of the phrase, okay, dude, on its platform as hateful conduct. Rising UK rapper Zuby's account at Zuby Music was temporarily locked when Twitter decided to punish him for saying, okay, dude, in an exchange with Emily Gorszynski, who is biologically male but identifies as a woman. Zuby announced the news and provided the evidence for his suspension on Instagram, including a screenshot of Twitter's rules against hateful content. So this is literally the screenshot he got from Twitter. Now, before we take a look at this screenshot and get into this story, a quick word from this week's sponsor.
Zuck the cuck drinks water like a duck, but he also drinks your data. So tell him and Google to shove your data up their schwing-schwangs by downloading the Brave browser. It's free, blocks online advertising, and protects your privacy and data from evil tech companies. You only see ads if you want to see them, and you get cryptocurrency for your attention. Don't let Zuck use you to make a buck. Download Brave by clicking on the link down below.
And we're back. Here it says, at Zuby Music has been locked for violating the Twitter rules. Specifically for violating our rules against hateful content. You may not promote violence, threaten, or harass other people based on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, etc., etc., etc. Literally all he said was, okay, dude, ... This post has 2,000 likes on Instagram, where he is currently at, but Twitter took him down. Now, if I had to guess, apparently, Twitter is, it's far left, let's be honest. Twitter's a leftist platform, like a lot of social media. Reddit is leftist, YouTube is leftist. Almost everywhere that's mainstream is leftist and full of these far left crazy people. So those of you may not know this, though I'm sure many of you do, Twitter has rules against so-called misgendering of individuals, and I'm assuming that they assume that, oh my god, this bigot was misgendering. He should be in jail. But I think that's completely and utterly ridiculous. Dude has always been a gender-neutral term. I mean, let's look at the definition. Here on Urban Dictionary, dude, a word that Americans use to address each other, particularly stoners, surfers, and skaters. Dude, I'm like, dude. And this is the top definition, and let's listen to the word. Dude! Clearly, the epitome of bigotry. Not. Yeah, clearly there's nothing wrong with the word dude. Now, it's important to note there are different meanings for the term, but the way the word has evolved, people pretty much call everyone dude. Like, I call women dude all the time. How exactly is that some sort of thought crime? I really don't understand it. Okay, so, no, I think this is honestly ridiculous. I think Twitter is this is why Twitter is a garbage platform. And I've always said this, and I'm always going to say it. Twitter is garbage. It is a far leftist cesspool full of insane leftists who never get censored, never get silenced. Only right-wingers, only conservatives, only normal people get banned on Twitter. It's a joke of a platform. It deserves no respect, and I honestly hope that it fails. Screw Twitter. Twitter is full of it, but this is ridiculous. Struggling to understand how OK Dude fits into any of these categories, Zuby announced he would appeal Twitter's decision. Now, how did he get banned? Well, as I said before, Twitter is the home of many extreme leftists who basically run rampant on the site. So, Gorszynski, aka pronoun enforcer, declared victory as a pronoun had been enforced, referring to Zuby as a misogynist. So, look, I don't want to call this person crazy, and it certainly has nothing to do with their identity or anything like that. But anyone who calls himself pronoun enforcer, I think clearly is not well. Because that's the cringiest, lamest, stupidest, most Gestapo thought police thing I've ever heard. First of all, You're not entitled to force anyone else what to say. That's called freedom of speech. Like, you cannot dictate what someone else has to say. That would be a violation of their rights. So there's no way you could enforce, the whatever you want to enforce. The conversation between the two included Gorsinski telling the rapper that she had sex with more women than Zuby, to which he replied, okay, dude, ... Kind of like, yeah, whatever. Now, I don't think saying just the word, I don't think dude is enough to say, oh, he did it on purpose to mock her, or whatever. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Twitter and Instagram users who thought it was unjustified for social network to react in this way said that Google defines dude, not unlike guys, as a unisex term, so that's very interesting. Now, I believe dude is like, I use it for women and men, like I said. I believe it's a unisex term. If Google thinks that, that's pretty interesting. Moreover, instead of being a legitimate way to fight against hateful conduct, allegedly, Zuby supporters understands Twitter's move as yet another one stifling free speech. That's exactly what it is. How dare you speak? Be silent. The left is the only dogma that exists. Only we have speech. Basically, yeah, the left is insane. They think they own the world. They think they're on the right side of history. And then they go on and they pull this dystopian nonsense. You ever notice? Oh, I gotta show you the quote. There's a general phenomenon I've noticed on the internet. Any forum with free speech and little to no moderation becomes right-wing. Leftist ideas cannot exist without censorship and moderation. This is why we've started to see armies of paid shills trying to flood spaces with their talking points. And this is exactly what's going on. Now, Twitter itself is an absolute joke. I've got another story here on the Hill. Twitter verified a fake 2020 candidate created by high school student. Now, this is pretty hilarious. It's not really enough for a full story, but I thought I would include it here because this pretty much highlights how the whole platform is a joke. Twitter earlier this month verified on the account for a fake 2020 congressional candidate created by a teenager. The account was for a fictional Republican congressional candidate from Rhode Island named Andrew Waltz. His Twitter bio claimed that Waltz was a proven business leader and a passionate advocate for students, CNN Business first reported. The owner of the account was a 17-year-old high schooler from upstate New York, who, according to the network, made the account over the holidays because he was bored. The teen said it took him about 20 minutes to make the website for his candidate and then another 5 minutes to create the Twitter account. He got the profile picture from the website, "This person does not exist," which computer generates realistic photos of fake people. And with all this, he was able to create a fake verified user on Twitter. So you're going to tell me Twitter, which can be fooled by a 17-year-old, is smart enough to be deciding what is morally right and incorrect? No, I don't think so. This is stupid. It's like, you just said, dude. So this person has called for questionable things on Twitter before, has been somewhat extremist. And here you can see, this is the so-called pronoun enforcer, and she has been posting on, this is a post of her on Twitter, right? This is a post of her email, I presume, where she's basically getting people banned off Twitter, reporting everyone on Twitter, freezing your peach, she says. So these are the kinds of people that Twitter defends and enables and basically protects. You think this person is... This is insane behavior, okay? If you go around reporting every single person because they hurt your feelings or you don't like their speech, not only are you un-American, you're being un-American, I think that there's something wrong with you because this is craziness. So many replies to Gorsinski's announcement of the pronoun enforcement over Zuby said simply, "Okay, dude." To this, Gorsinski responded by reporting more users on Twitter. LMFAO. A lot of bad fodder in the replies to this thread. "I'm enforcing," and then it shows her all her bans because people were trolling her. You know what? You're an unpleasant person. I think there's a reason that people might dislike you. If this is how you behave, like a child, like a petulant, spoiled little brat who can't handle ambiguous terms, I think that you have bigger problems than people's speech, okay? So, there you have it, folks. A rapper was kicked off of Twitter because he said, "Okay, dude." Okay, dude. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? I think it's ridiculous and really indicative of just how insane leftist social media has become. I'm sick of it. It's all censorship, just like Ann on 4chan said. Left-wing ideas cannot exist without moderation and censorship, because any forum with free speech will inevitably become right-wing. Because when you have a free debate, the best ideas win, and logic will win the day. Oh, but Mr. Obvious, how can you say that? Liberals can be logical too. Can they? Yeah, maybe. Maybe some things on the left are logical. But if you look at the world right now, there's one side calling for censorship, one side being abusive, one side abusing power, and that's the left. It's the left. It's the left. But let me know what you think. And if you want to support the content, and I hope you do, because, well, things are not so good in paradise. We're all being censored, we're all being shadow banned, we're all being suppressed. If you want to support me, you can donate. Link is down below in the description, or join me on Patreon and Subscribestar. For as low as $1, you will get access to a private Discord server. And sharing the video is vastly appreciated. I mean, come on, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about free speech. We gotta let people know. Dude is now, you can't even say dude anymore. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.